Ladies and gentlemen, we got bananas in chat from Ultimate Badass Andy Kills You and I Love Cats. That must mean, of course, that they are here in chat watching the stream. Otherwise, how would they even be able to send those messages? Epic Boss Monkey, Redstone, JG424, Sallyann123, AMAIM, Singy Bob, Cloud Gazer, Jamink, Josh Cummins, Billman68. Nobody riot now. Remember, everyone, no one riot. Thank you for the bananas in chat. I appreciate that very much. I hope you enjoy today's stream and have a good time. I want to say thank you for coming by and hanging out with me today. Looks like I forgot to restart our session in the top left, so you may see those numbers wind down in just a second. Those are the numbers of our last stream. Let's just boopity boop finish doing all of the setting up on my other screen. We are good to go, and we have a resubscribe from Primed Pixel 3 minutes ago during the pre-stream. Resubscribe for 10 months in a row, saying two more, just watch the XVX derp, XVX banana. Thank you for the banana and the derp. Also we have Dan the Man 1999 resubscribing with Twitch Prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you for your resubscribe, buddy. Appreciate it ever so much. Martin Mate there with an apple. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate that. It's a fruit salad now. We've got multiple fruits. Let's jump in. Let's jump onto Hermitcraft and let's see what be happening. We're not going to go to the base today because the base be full of spoilers, okay? Be full of things that spoil. 8Brover has subscribed using Twitch Prime, saying finally I can get back to subscribing after over a year of not being able to, thanks to Amazon Prime. Yes, when I say Twitch Prime, that is Amazon Prime. And thank you for using your Amazon Prime subscription on me. I appreciate that very much. What do you have? Says Binker. I believe you mean tea. Today we have a Lady Grey, a new one. I was at the shops and I went, do you know what I'm gonna? I said, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a cheeky devil. I'm gonna rebel and I'm gonna buy a new type of tea. Look at me living on the edge. Oh, check me out. Anyway, no, I'm goofing around. Lady Grey decided to buy some. It's got a bit of a zestiness to it. It's like an orange or I think it's orange. Like lemon zest always just sounds so much more natural, but orange zest. We have a donation here, noise in the ear, from Monkey Mode saying, "Wubba lub dub dub 9 more seasons every." I don't even know what that means, but I appreciate it. 9 more seasons of Hermitcraft or 9 more seasons of Star? I don't know. Another one here as well. Jeez, it's going crazy today. And wait, let's just take a moment to appreciate what's going on here. Okay, Chacha trees have popped up, and I want to look for something else that might be in this area that might be new, and I can't see anything. I can see a Skelly Bob hanging out over there. Cosmo Guy 2000 has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you, my friend, saying started building my base and the 4. The first time gone for an MD shape with the help of a circle gen. Building it out of nether brick, red nether brick, is very grindy, but it's going to look amazing. Amazing path will be leaf blocks on magma blocks, so it glows in the night. I kind of half understand some of that. First time go for an MD shape. What's MD stand for? Dude, this totally supposed to be a shop in this area, and I just don't see anything at all. We'll wander around the path and see if it's just a little bit hidden what we're looking for. Appreciate your resubscription, buddy. Spangleboo is here with a donation saying hello, Asuma. I hope you managed to have some time off today. The only time off X ever has is to exercise, to eat food. That's about it. Otherwise I've been recording, and I went to the shops, but otherwise I've been recording all day. And hey, I've been loving it. I've been making a really good episode of Hermitcraft. In fact, I think it's, I don't know, the flow of recording it was really, really great, and I'm really happy with it. There is so not a shop here. I don't understand what Impulse was talking about now. He left a message saying he'd like open, not even a shop, just a thing, but there's nothing here. So, well, someone didn't clean up after themselves, and another one there. Always clean up creep holes, peeps, because no one else will. Yep, I don't see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's the other stuff he left there. Right, so I don't know what Impulse was talking about. Wait a minute, what's that there? That's not... I think I see it. I think I see it. This is... Oh, no, it's part of... Is it part of Wells's thing? Yeah, okay. I got excited. Now sad face. And then this is Joe's thing. Huh. Well then. Well then. I find that really mysterious. Just that there's nothing here. Whose shulker boxes are these? These look like, I don't know, Scars? Probably Scars. Where is the music, X? Says Josh Cummins. It's playing right now. Can't you hear it? Spangleboo, thank you for your donation. We have a resubscribe for 13 months in a row from Yellow Harold saying, oh wow, a new tea. What an absolute madman you are, assuming. I know, I'm a rebel. I'm living on the edge. I'm taking all sorts of risks. I didn't even put sugar in my tea. That's how crazy I am. Ooh. Oh, it's shaping up in here. Literally, with a shape. You can't walk through either of those things like a walkway anymore. We'll go down below. And many of you in chat are pointing out it is Scars. Yes, it is Scars indeed. Tekka has subscribed using Amazon Prime. Thank you for your subscription, buddy. Appreciate that ever so much. I hope you're having a good time at the stream today. We got another new subscriber here. It's Stupid Dippy. Stupid Dippy, stop being a wally, okay? With a name like that, I can count on something goofy, can't I? No, I'm joking. I'm messing around. Thank you for your subscription. Eagle Fam is here with a donation. Ow! My legs, my shins. Is here with a donation saying, "Hey X, have a fabulous day." Thank you very much. I have had a fabulous day. It's definitely been a good day, and I appreciate your support as always. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And did I miss any? No. We are all caught up. That is great. Let's look at chat. Let's put eyes on chat. And Karit Savalkyrie, sorry for butchering that. Definitely butchered that. Says, new tea. You went cray cray on that one. I went completely cray cray. The people at the shops were staring at me. They go, that man is buying 2 boxes of tea. Because I also brought some other ones. Alright, enough with the ridiculousness. I got the tea sitting here. In about 15 minutes, maybe a little less than that, we need to start drinking it. There's a creeper over there. By the way, when we kill slimes, we're hunting for a slime head. My goal this season is to get every mob head available. And when I say that, I realise that I'm probably not going to get the actual vanilla ones because I don't feel like building a charged creeper farm. We'll see how it goes though. It's one of those projects that's ginormous to do. Oh, I could so easily spend ages like mining slimes around here because they're just going to spawn constantly. So let's go pick an area. Like up there looks kind of interesting. And see what we can do with it. I like that these spawners are being left around. I feel like that's a nice idea because someone might be able to use them for aesthetics later on. You know, a spider spawner, let them spawn, drop down. They could, like, I don't know, climb under the floor or something and make cool noises and stuff. Charged Creeper Farm says Ultimate Badass Andy kills you. Yes, I started talking about it, didn't I? Then I got all kinds of distracted. So, a project like that, you know, I probably wouldn't do in its current state. But if there's some innovations with things they add in the snapshots and changes, or someone figures out a smarter way to do it, then I might be up for something if it's a little less grindy. Got to be careful with the old grinds. Don't want to sign yourself up for something too crazy. Now, before we get going here, let's change the tab screen for the duration of this. So we're going to go scoreboard objectives, set display, and then list is above, and then community. Okay, so now that's up top. Now what we're going to do is go for the sidebar community dig and just display that for a moment. Look at Scar doing some terrific work there. Our goal today is to catch up with Ijevin, I think. He'll be next on the list. I think I want to do like Wells Cub and Scar have done and get, you know, those 6 digits down, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking at. Ooh, there's a ravine right here. So let's start our digging, and Ali Wally 49 has resubscribed for 10 months in a row. Thank you for resubscribing, saying 10-month anniversary, not long to the year. If you're looking for the Prismarine, it's in the enchanting house. Missed the beginning of the stream. Oh, thank you. We were looking for that. Ah, I didn't realise he'd put it inside another. I was under the impression he actually built something. Okay, well then, we'll have to go back up there and check it out in a moment and see what treasures are available for us. Because I'd like to pick some things up for sure. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's try and make some like a big dent in the shape of it here. So we'll dig above this bit. Got to be careful with this shovel. It is getting low. Don't want to use it crazy amounts, you know. So the noises keep rolling in. Ryletti Craft has subscribed saying, "Hi X, got some spare money again, so here is something for the tea funds. Thanks for providing distractions from editing videos." No problem at all. Editing videos is cool. I was doing a lot of editing videos today, or a video, but appreciate the subscription. Thank you. Mining Monkey 15 is here, resubscribing for 3 months in a row. Thank you for your support. No message there. Also, Leo Gamer has subscribed using Twitch Prime. Thank you ever so much for subscribing over here. Appreciate that ever so much. No message on that one either. Sir Thanks a lot is here. He likes to thank and he cannot lie, saying, resubscribing for 10 months in a row, saying, "I have been working in a beautiful village until recently. A guy captured us. Now my friends and I are his slaves. He took us to an island full of mushrooms. He throws carrots at us and wants us to breed. We have been through hell. Literally. Send help." So thanks. I think you are taking on the persona of one of the villagers living over at my Mushroom Island. Technically, though, I think there's only 3 of them now on the island, and the rest of them are now living in the Nether, which is not an upgrade. Definitely not an upgrade, is it? Not an upgrade. But thank you, appreciate that. Copyright Stuff says, "Hey Asuma, hey buddy, how's it going? Do you prefer sugar or honey in your tea?" says Spy Ninjaman. I don't actually have either, but I've never put honey in a tea. Like, never even thought of that. It might be great. It might be horrible. In my mind, I don't know actually. It might be alright. I'll have to try that sometime, you know. Anyway, we can see our number ticking up here. First stop is 50,000. That's what we're going to be aiming for. Major says never DLC. What, the villagers are now downloadable content in the Nether. JM Siemens says, "Can we take a second to see how amazing the dig is?" Wow, yeah, check that out. I mean, it's pretty spectacular, pretty incredible. And we're just going to chip away here and do that and fall down. Jeez, what a newbie. What an absolute newbie. Okay, we'll dig a little space. We'll throw an ender pearl into the space and then continue on our way. Does that make an endermite? I saw loads of purpleness in front of me. I think Mumbo missed slime chunks, says Matidja. Yeah, someone tore down his slime farm. That wasn't supposed to happen yet. I'm a little bit concerned. Then again, his slime farm is pretty redundant because Impulse has the slime game down. Now, I'm playing the slime game where I don't use anyone else's stuff, so all the slimes that I'm going to use, with exception to what I used with Mumbo when we recorded together, is going to be from my own source. And one of those things is killing the slimes that appear down here as well. So I'm cool with that, but otherwise I'm not going to use any community farms. I mean, there might be exceptions on occasion where I've misjudged something that I really want to do, and so I'll use a farm, but otherwise the plan is to be self-sufficient all season long, which I think is what a lot of people are trying to do. Luch says, "X, I really love Crinkle's music. How did you find him? Also, please chat. Don't go all crazy over music again. Happened last time too. Haha." I mean, are you referring to when I talk about music? Because that's chatting as well. Some people ask questions about music. It's a topic, isn't it? We talk about topics sometimes. And we have Big Merc 77 resubscribing for 3 months in a row. Thank you for resubscribing, buddy. Appreciate that. We also have I Love Cats here with a donation saying, "Hey X, how's your day? If you want to be a rebel again, I highly recommend Shaya Masala. It's this sort of Indian tea and it's delicious. Goes great with honey and milk. Oh, and by the way, I'm still angry about the cat murdering thing. So many poor souls." Yep. Okay, so on the Patron server, they're testing out the loot tables that we have here on Hermitcraft, and the latest ones to be updated are zombie villager heads and cat heads. So you can now get all the cat heads in the game. And I Love Cats, surprise, surprise, is not very happy about that. I wonder why. I tell ya. Thanks for your donation, buddy. Appreciate that ever so much. And as for the tea, if I see that one, I'll check it out. And masala is a type of curry that I really like. So if I see that, I'll definitely want to try that out. It'd be interesting to see if the flavour is similar at all. Oh, we're actually kind of full on our inventory. I don't know where the next set of chests are like situated at. We should probably chop down some trees and put some more chests down here. The thing is, they're going to be a pain in the butt to move about, these chests. That's the problem. I think I might start just throwing stuff away at this point. I don't know. Joe has a load up top now that I think about it. So if we brought some shulker boxes with us, we can move a lot of stuff at once. Kid X, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, man. Thanks for the message. Why was Hermitcraft re-uploaded, says Riagat. Yeah, so when you upload a video, you set the date that you want it to publish on. And I set the date, but when the video finished processing, it just published it the second that it finished processing. I've not had that happen before. So yeah, something funky happened at YouTube. I came back to the computer. I think it had been live for like maybe 10, 20 minutes. And I saw it and I went, nope, I want that to go out tomorrow, and I deleted it. And then re-uploaded it. That's what I did. Big Merc says, good morning, afternoon from New York. My noise out of my phone woke me up. That noise out of your phone waking you up, jeez. How rude of it. MeX I95, welcome to the stream. Ah, I see. Oh, it's all full up. Well, that one's not full up, so that'll all go up there. That's an interesting way of doing that. Ah, do you know what I got to do now? Yes. I need lots of this. This stuff doesn't have an ender chest. Like, Joe, come on now. You know how to play this game. Ender chests go everywhere. Lesson in life, peeps. Ender chest, put it down. If you go to a place and there ain't an ender chest, leave one there. It'll be useful. It'll always be useful. So the deal is with this place, you can take what you want. I'm not thieving, okay? I'm allowed to do this. The Sham Wow Donkey says, oh god, your YouTube video saying the stream is up will not close. It keeps repeating and I hear two assumers at once. That is kind of dodgy. I don't know why to do that. Hashtag blame YouTube. Okay, so do we have one for gravel? We got one for cobble. I do actually have some cobble. I'm getting to a point where I feel like I might just throw stuff on the floor. There isn't an iron one. Also, who would not keep obsidian? I don't understand. I don't understand who would not keep their obsidian. That is mental. That person is mental. I mean, technically I could take it, but I feel that would be cheeky, so we won't do that. Right, so we're going to try and fill up a whole bunch of shulker boxes down there. That'll be the best way to go about it, I reckon. Alright. Ben CX says, hey X, what's your favourite TV show and what you're watching right now? I've been watching The Last Kingdom, which is available on BBC iPlayer. And my favourite of all time, one of them that will always come to the mind is The Wire. Also, I love stuff like King of the Hill is hilarious. I mean, there's so many. I feel every time I'll give you the speech. I feel bad that there's some really amazing things that I've seen that I wouldn't give credit to. Monkey Dust is another one of my favourites. There's loads of stuff. Seen loads of stuff over the years. I really like Breaking Bad. I've been watching Better Call Saul. New episode out tomorrow. Love that show. For those of you that watch it, here's something to think about. The pacing of that show is actually really, really slow, but it's really well done. And I think it's nice, but I don't know how much longer it will keep me going at that pace. Right now I'm loving that show, but every scene is very drawn out in a really good way, not in a negative way, but I think you might get a little bit tired of that eventually. Anyway, it's a cool show. Let's check for mob heads. Nope, we didn't get one that time. Singy Bob says Rick and Morty. Exactly, you see, I forgot to mention Rick and Morty. There's another great show. So many of them. Designated Survivor is awesome, says NRMT90. It's alright, that one. I have been watching that one as well. That comes out on Thursdays. Just in case you needed to know, peeps, if you need to know when your favourite Netflix show is out, ask X. I don't actually watch like a crazy amount of Netflix. I generally like to watch documentaries on there. They've got a lot of them. That show, Designated Survivor's okay. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of interesting because of the setting, but maybe what's happening isn't like, you know, the best writing ever or that impressive, but it's certainly enjoyable. Asuma, go visit Wells Castle, says Rot Tom. We're going to be doing the digging in this area today, and we're going to go hunt Wither Skulls. It's kind of exactly what we did last stream, but this is just something that needs doing right now. With my base being a spoiler zone, I guess it kind of makes sense. This is what streaming's about, though. Streaming is about the behind the scenes, doing the grindy bits, doing the bits that need doing for episodes, and that's kind of how it's always going to be, actually. So I do hope you enjoy just hanging out. This is like for chilling out, you know. Just taking it easy while we do some digging. And we are doing a lot of digging. We've got over 50,000 peeps. Look at that. 20 blocks over. It's like I'm psychic or something. We have to do something. We have to catch up on our messages. I need to read some more chat. And what we're going to do right now is yoink up these blocks. And then I'm going to sip some tea. Okay? I'm going to sip some tea. Savage Wolf says, did you see the prank Cub pulled on Joe? I did, and I thought it was brilliant. The Bayer Pigs prank, really, really good. Go check out Cubvan's channel if you want to see a cool prank. Not someone going over and haphazardly trying to build an iron farm, jeez, and accidentally helping Tango with his perimeter there. Gee, you don't want to watch that. Oh my goodness me! Kid X has pointed out that we have 2.1 thousand people watching. Beeps, thank you for tuning in, that's incredible. I appreciate you coming by. I'm drinking some Lady Grey tea right now. What's the verdict? What's the verdict? The verdict is I like it, but I don't think I'll buy it again. It's a bit thin. It is quite nice. It's a little bit thin, I feel. And I didn't put a lot of soy milk in that one. The last one I accidentally tipped loads into. And it tastes better with less soy milk. So, yeah, reasonable tea, but I don't think I'm going to buy that one again. Darlene is the one that I haven't gotten on with too well. The taste is sort of alright, but it's very bitter. It is very bitter, and I don't think I'm going to buy some more of that stuff again. But hey, I've tried it now, so now we know. Look at this. We are making some epic progress here, people. Epic progress. I think we should start mining some stuff all the way down now. We've cleared out a bit of space here. Let's go a little bit lower. Maybe get some diamonds. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Dig first where the diamonds might be. It make your time nice and efficient. So down here, we're looking at, yeah, let's do some stuff down the bottom here, okay? Looks like there was a branch mine here once upon a time. Okay, so we will go about out to there, then dig this way a fair chunk, and then go back to the right. Oh, okay, there we go. That's as far as we're going to go then. So, let's catch up on these... oh, am I really that far behind? Jeez, I'm really far behind. So, NASAFall has subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you for your support. Pharaoh9000 has resubscribed for 4 months in a row, saying, thanks for all you do, X. Keep up the good work. Do you have a favourite fantasy novel or story? I've been wondering this for a while now. Again, I'm so bad at this. When people ask me my favourite things, I feel like I'm just going to... Like, I know... I'm not one of those people where it's like... my favourite things pop straight into my mind. I know I've read some really great books in the past, and then anyway, like, you know, I feel like I'm gonna like forget a really good one or something. Yeah, I've read some of Dan Brown's novels, or some of the last ones I read, quite popular ones I know. And when I was a kid, I read I can't even remember the name of it. There's like a series of books, and they were sort of like, I don't know, famous from the 60s or something. And I absolutely loved them, but I can't remember the name of it. I could barely tell you what it's about. That's poor old X's memory right there. Oh, I'm the worst. Don't ask me my favourite things, peeps, because I'll give you a long rant about how I'm going to forget what my favourite things are, and then I'm actually going to forget them. But yeah, I'm looking at picking up a book to read, actually, that I was learning about today. I can't remember the name of it. Something to do with Brooklyn, though. Anyway, Puzzle Freck says, doesn't say anything, just resubscribes for 8 months in a row without leaving a message. How rude. How rude. No, I'm joking. Thank you for your support, buddy. Appreciate it as always. We have Hero Mario Gaming. Oh, hosted me with a viewer. Thank you for doing that. Also, so did Dizcam. Appreciate that very much. Daniel Cypher is here doing a donation saying, hey X, what do you think about our squid farm using Guardians on the Patron server? Apart from the laggy part, I know it's terrible. I wasn't sure if you were going to do that or not. Like, I knew you guys were making a farm, but I wasn't sure what type of farm it was. A squid farm is cool, but it's definitely going to be like a crazy one. I mean, actually, it's a really cool design if you think about it, but it doesn't conform to those normal design standards where it's all about, you know, like maximum efficiency and having a clear sort of line of action or something like that. I mean, it's just like a tank for gazillions of guardians. They automatically kill the squids that appear there, and then they drop down. You pick it up with minecarts. I'm assuming that's what you built at the bottom. Do you know what's funny about that? Is if you want to build a guardian farm, you clear out the spawning area, right? In your farm, you probably want to do the opposite. Like, now you can go and clear out the entire ocean around it and just leave this giant cube of water, and it would have the most mental of spawn rates. Zombert, you are a meanie. You are an... Oh, jeez, don't set me on fire. That's rude. This guy, get out of here, you scamp. He is a meanie, isn't he? Right. Are we still... We're still burning? We're burning a lot. I don't like it. Jeez, I'm still on fire. Right. Okay, thank you for your donation, man. We got one more here from Spangle Boo saying thank you for the welcome to the Patron server. Can you thank the patrons for making me feel so welcome, especially Tree, Simon, Daniel, Silv for their gifts and giving up their time to help me. Also, X, don't forget to give me your head. I've seen you asking, and it's just never a good time for me to go into game mode 1 and let people kill me. I'll see if I can do that after the stream. So if you're a patron, yeah, feel free to come by and kill me. It's a really weird thing to say, but let's see if I can do that, because I know, yeah, we have like player head drops on the server. And yeah, thank you for your donation. Also, if any of you other patrons are there, thank you for being such sports and making the community wonderful by, you know, being kind to new people. We had lots of new people join the other day. I think we had like 30 or 40 new people join, so crazy times at the moment, crazy times, especially with that Guardian farm. Right, I am feeling very disorientated right now. Do you want to know why? Because we're staring upwards and I've forgotten roughly whereabouts it is we're actually standing. Right, we're probably going to have to do another... Yep, look at that, going to have to drop off some more items again. XB Crafted says, oh my god, can I join Hermitcraft? Mr. XB Crafted, I declare on this day that you, with your Twitch chat message, what a great way to ask to come onto the server. I mean, if everyone did that, god, there'd be so many people on here. What a genius idea. Mr. XB Crafted, you can join the Hermitcraft server, my friend. Look at that, he's logged on already. He's logged on and he's already managed to dig almost 5,000 blocks. That is insane. Insane. Peeps, you've got to take some lessons from this guy, okay? There's someone that knows how to get on a server, you know what I mean? Oh, the goofiness never ends. X, do you like Bring Me Horizon, says Ben. I do like Bring Me Horizon. I saw them earlier this year. Fun story, I was very, very ill when I went to see that band. There was no way I should have been getting out of bed. But I was lying in a bed going, I feel awful, but I'm going to feel even worse if I don't go to that show. So I jumped in the shower. I tried to make myself feel like I was awake, which didn't really happen. I drank lots of coffee, went down to London, met my friends, watched the show, and then came back in the most exhausted of states. Had to walk across town. I love walking, me. I love the opportunity to walk. Whenever I need to go take the train, I always walk. It's like a half-hour walk there and a half-hour back, which I really enjoy every time. XP Crafted says, I'm just good like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, wait, how does the XP say it? Because XP's got like a lower voice. Do you know what? I'm not going to try and do an impression because it's going to be awful, and I'm going to feel ashamed. Right, let's chuck this down here, and we'll put in all the other bitsy boobs that we get from here. There it is. We'll put those in as well, and I'd like those back. Thank you very much. Are there any more slimes for me to kill? No. Lux says this man is a real pro. Good addition to the server. Oh. Will Handley has subscribed using Amazon Prime. It says, loving the stream. Thank you for your subscription, buddy. I'm glad you're loving the stream. I am definitely glad. I'm having a good time. Major says, please don't try a deep voice. I've heard you try it a few times. You have? I mean, Major's been around a long time, so he's probably probably knows exactly what you're saying right there. Okay, I won't try it. I definitely won't try. I know I'm terrible at impressions. Not a good one for me to do. Asuma, how much blocks have you mined? Good question. We are now approaching the 110. Really? No, that's Wells Night. I sort of just looked straight at a number and didn't check whose it was. We're at the 5-2. We're at the 5-2, peeps. Sounds kind of confusing. That's because it kind of is, you know. The 5-2. Who even talks like this? Right, so I reckon what we should do next is perhaps have a look at what's on top of this and mine downwards and get another big, like, chunk, a visible chunk of it mined out. I think that would be pretty smart. Hey X, how's it going? What did I miss? Says Zacharuni. You haven't missed too much apart from Goofy chatting and us just filling up these shulker boxes, apparently. Been digging. We've been hunting slimes. We're going to go to the Wither farm later on as well. And as of right now, I want to... Yeah, let's go up. Let's go up to that top region. Pacha! Hey, there. Ooh. Backwards walking. I saw you doing the moonwalk, listening to a little bit of Michael Jackson there. Jeez. We'll call him Zombie Jackson. Ben C says, you've seen a lot of gigs, X, haven't you? Every band I asked you've been to. Well, if you're into the same music scene as me, then I've been to a lot of shows. Not so much anymore. I only go to like a couple a month now, whereas I used to go to like 1 or 2 every week. Man, Scar has over 200,000. He must just live in the build area, says Big Merc. It's kind of his project, you know. He's the lead on it. It's obviously a community project, but every community needs its leader, and Scar is the leader on this one. Where are we going? What am I looking at? I was looking for something. I was looking for sort of like a visual cue to what was going on down below. I thought I saw something green over there. It's creepers, everyone's favourite. Or Bob the Building Inspector, as Scar would call him. Get wrecked, Skell. Oh, that guy got wrecked. He fell down. Get out of here, you sucker. Help us dig. Help us dig, man. Bam. Check it out. He's doing the work. He's doing the work. Right. Well, that's good. Nightclo says, do you hate me or something for not reading my messages at all every stream? Nightclo, there is definitely not a conspiracy of hate directed in your name. There is just the sea of messages and the unfortunate reality that I can't read them all. That is all. That is all, buddy. That is all there is. Right, we're going to do like a little bit of a staircasey bit here. I think we're standing sort of in the middle of the area that I just dug. I was trying to find the edge of it, but as you can see, we're actually kind of on top of it. You doing more digging, X, as well? Not today. I've decided to take a break from digging in the community area today. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're doing more digging. We're doing more digging, man. That is what we'd be doing today. Hi, I think this might be the edge right here. Yep, kind of looks like it. I just sort of realised how inefficient this way of doing stuff is. You know, you should really just keep hammering away. But I kind of like making those big chunks so you can look at them and see what we've done. Okay, oh, you are a stone chest. You are a stone chest indeed. Right. Yeah, let's slice away some more of the stuff at the bottom here. Rarapuda says, Asuma, how many creepers do you think you would have taken to remove all those 200 to 3,000 blocks maybe? Probably, I'd say half the amount. I reckon those creepers have got to do at least 2 blocks every time they explode. But that would be a mental way of digging out an area, wouldn't it? Just creeper blasts only. I'd go insane myself. I'd go insane pretty quickly. Let's do this down here free high. It feels a bit crazy having the blocks directly above your head. And we'll push this back a fair bit. And we'll find someone else's branch mine on the way by the looks of it. Ed Hill says, I'd love to subscribe, but my parents think YouTubers are... Oh, I'm not reading the rest of that message, but that is just silly. That is like a really... just... To make a... if that's something they said, that's a really mean thing to say, to make a broad, sweeping judgment at a community like that. That's just... That's just silly. That's just trying to be insulting right there. Assumer, add creepers to the community board. What would they do on there? Oh, I see what you mean now, because they can mine... Do you know what? I don't know if there's, like, that's a statistic that gets tracked, but if it did, and you could add it, that would be super cool, wouldn't it? Just have the creepers up on there, you know, on the community boards. Because they've been helping out too, haven't they? Oh, yes, they have. Right, I need to drink some more tea, man. That's what I need to do right now, I'll tell you. Josh Cummings says, thoughts on rap. I love rap music. I love hip-hop. I'm a huge hip-hop head, as well as a metal head. And FXGHQ asked the same question. I think people really want me to talk about music, and some people really don't want me to. That seems to be the thing. In fact, let's do... Chamaramo says, the real question is how much of a greasy headbanger is X. I'm not a greasy headbanger, but I am a headbanger. I'll tell you what. Oh, I want to read this message from Grimmin saying, hey X, you might not recognise the name. I did, that's why I picked out the message. But I drew a diddly doodly and put it on Twitter and you replied and it made my day, so I just want to say thank you ever so much. Thank you for the art, man. I really appreciate that. I love getting all the little fan art things on Twitter. It always makes my day. So, now in chat is your chance to spam. Just a yes or a no if you like me talking about music. I'm not saying we're going to talk about music right now, just if you like it or not. I reckon there'll be like a split. But, I'm guessing if I like the music you like, you're probably more inclined to say yes. So there it goes. And I'd say it's a majority of yes, but there's definitely a fair amount of no's. So thank you for the spammage. We'll have to stop the spammage there. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's like 60-40, maybe 70-30, you see. Some people really don't like it. But hey, it's what I'm passionate about, man. I always find if someone talks about something they're passionate about, for me, that can often make it interesting. There's some stuff I'm subscribed to on YouTube where I don't even really like what it's about, but I like the way the person does it. A good example of that actually would be a channel called Super Bunny Hop. Like I am not a gaming enthusiast, and I am like not really into any of the games that guy covers, but I just really like the way that he talks about stuff. It's like he's got a real good way of explaining things, getting his head inside the game, and kind of conveying stuff in a way where it makes you feel like you understand like the game that he's talking about. Another one would be Total Biscuit. Again, I'm not really much of a gamer, and that guy covers more stuff that interests me. But again, it's how he talks about the videos and stuff like that. Castellic says, I love Super Bunny Hop. Yeah, great channel. Great guy, it seems. Asuma, 2 of my friends went to the concert that you sadly missed recently. What one was that? I don't remember missing a concert. I remember going to one and finding out that it wasn't on that day, or not going to it, realising when I couldn't... Actually, I don't know. If you're on about the one the other day, the Deftones one, I went, I got the ticket sorted out in the end. There was just this hour of despair where it felt like I couldn't get my ticket. And I went, and it was a great show, and I really, really loved it. Had a great time there. I Love Cats says Super Bunny Hop ? It's a channel. Go check it out. If you like games like Zelda and Mario, Metal Gear Solid, first-person shooters, some of them, like that's the kind of stuff that gets covered there. Let's pick up these slime balls, man. Oh, there's an ender chest down here. And those slime balls. Java Mouse says, Oi! Is this the base in the massive mushroom biome? I've missed a few episodes of Hermitcraft lately. This place is massive. What is this place? You need to go check out Good Times with Scar, who is on the server right now. That's the person to go look up. He's got a video explaining what this area is, and he can explain it better than anyone, I think. There we go. Let's keep on digging. That's what I say. Let's keep on diggity digging. X, have you ever played RuneScape? Says Kian. I have not played RuneScape, but I've heard about it many times over. I Love Cats is here with a donation saying, hey, it's just wondering how's it going with the guitar playing. I'm learning a few new songs on the piano and I'm having such a good time playing. You know, it's just relaxing playing for yourself. Hashtag music talk lover. The guitaring's going alright. I haven't had quite as much practice the last few days. I had a bit of a disappointing moment last night, actually. So, I've been wanting to make videos of me playing guitar for a while, and I brought a mask because I don't want to show my face. Like, I'm not into all of that. So anyway, I put on the mask and I was really disappointed because I could barely see the guitar and it really got in the way of playing. But I need to find like a mask that lets you see a lot easier than the one that I picked out. That's what I need to do. Bam, let's go back up to the surface. So yeah, I need to like pick out a better mask really. And then, because I thought, you know, let's get this mask on, let's start playing with it and get used to that. That's one step done, because I've thought about this for ages and I've really not done too much to push myself in the right direction. So when I get that sorted out, I need to start setting up cameras and stuff like that as well, you know. I need to figure out how to do this all. Blur your face, says Wilbur. I thought that would be really weird. I thought I don't think that would like feel right in a video. Wear a fuzz face, says Astra the Dragon. Is that like a thing? I don't know. Fuzz face. I'm gonna have to. Fry says, just cut your head off, X. In the video, I mean, not in real life. Oh, just do a little bit of self-decapitation. No bother. Not Mumbles65. Clearly not Mumbles65. I've got a feeling actually it is Mumbles65. If anyone gets a cat head, all pay. Wait, what's this? If anyone gets a cat head, all pay very well. I just can't kill a cat. I'll kill them for you, Scar. I'm going to set up a farm outside your base that kills the cats when you look at it. Kills them in front of you, and then maybe that way you'll get a cat's head. I'm joking, of course. I actually have no idea if he's even watching. I just assumed that Scar was watching. Oh, what a fool. Not Mumbles says, hey X, just wanted to donate and ask you a question. If you're floating down a river in a steel canoe and a glass falls off, how many penguins can you fit in a doghouse? None, because ice cream doesn't have bones. Hope you liked the joke. I thought it was a riddle. I thought I was going to be answering a question. I love the craziness of the joke. Thank you for it. It's a funny one. I like it. Oh, Spangleboo says, when you come home, when you come onto the Patron server, I will cut your head off. No worries. That is true. That is so. Some decapitation is happening. Well, geez, this is getting grim. It's getting very grim around here. Okay, down on the ground. Those be empty. Yes, those be empty. Redstone can go in here. Do we have a place for dirt? I think we just lumped it into this one, actually. So we got that granite. Oh, this is all filling up. What's going on over here? I will gladly kill cats, says B-dubs. No crazy cat lady this season, says this gal. Crazy. Scar is the crazy cat lady of the server, that's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so we want to take out those things. I should have done that first, shouldn't I? Make my life easier. Even this takes a fair amount of time going through here. Oh, did I take out all the diorite? I shouldn't have done that. Holding on to that stuff. X, do you have a favourite Metallica record, says Sab Breeze. Yes, Ride the Lightning, and I wrote a blog about it. You can read it on Drumroll Please, my music blog, which I talked about many times before. Right, let's chuck that in there. Go over here. B-dubs is the man, says Balmanor. Oh, someone likes cat killing, it seems. S-Friend is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime, saying some little support greetings. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. And I, of course, hope you enjoy the stream. We also have a noise in my ear because we have a donation here from Anita saying, Oi, can't wait to get your head. I'll be on there later, okay? You can all butcher me as much as you like, alright? Okay? And I do want to say, disclaimer, I might forget. I don't think I'll forget because I don't really have a lot to do after today's stream other than play guitar. That is my evening. It is time to practice. I'm going to be playing some Moth Unto Flame over and over again. I really just want to get that cover like down now. I've played it so many times and I still struggle with it a little bit. JG424 is here with a donation saying maybe you should ask Lordy about the masks. Care to ask about your guitar effects pedal setup? Saw your tweet about PSUs. Thanks for the donation, buddy. Appreciate that. So what happened the other day was one of these things that I hate doing, which is where you're like, oh, I'm going to now, you know, there's this thing I'm interested in. I'm going to now look that up. And then you spend like an hour and you haven't gotten anywhere. And that's what happened with me and guitar pedals, okay? So I don't have any guitar pedal. Well, actually I do, but I don't have a power supply unit for the one guitar pedal that I have. I also have a multi-effects guitar pedal, which I wasn't ever too keen on. It didn't produce a lot of nice sounds. So anyway, I want to set up, you know, some effects pedals and get some sounds going and tap on the pedals and make them make different sounds, all of that. And I tried looking up some guides, and a lot of the guides, I don't know, they kind of feel like they assume you know a lot of stuff, right? Even the like beginner's guides kind of assume that you know what's going on with guitar pedals. And then when you try and find out what kind of power supply units to use or what pedals to link together, again, it's all kind of like a lot of the guides and things that are out there seem to just kind of rely on you probably already knowing a lot about this stuff, which weren't very helpful. So I wasted a lot of time and didn't really get anywhere and felt kind of a bit annoyed. I was going to say let's do a trip to the end. I think actually we won't do that. So what did we get up to? 53,000. Definitely got to get like a 60,000 or something by the end of the video. Let's go to the end and do a little bit of, sorry, the nether, and do a little bit of Wither Skull farming. Check up on that area. So yeah, so I don't really know how to get started with guitar pedals. I have, however, looked at this power supply unit that someone sent to me that seems to support like 8 pedals and a few of them at different voltages, which sounds about right. Then it's like, what pedals should I buy? And also, do pedals all cost like 100 quid each? Because I can only seem to find them at like, the average price for a pedal seems to be about £100, which just seems absurd to me, considering I got like a cheap amp thing for my computer that does everything, like every effect, every type of pedal, and it sounds pretty reasonable. It's called a Pod UX1. It gives off that kind of like, what would you call it? Like computerized sound a little bit. Okay, we've got one on the left. That is terrific. No jumping in here, remember, peeps. And we got one on the right. Let me lead you to your slaughter. Bring your daughter to the slaughter. That's what I say. We are the Borg, says Asuma. Have a GoPro on the tuning part of the guitar, looking down the neck, so your face isn't in the shot. Well, it was kind of like the idea was to be. It was like me playing guitar, because I like to rock out when I play guitar. You know, if it were just down the neck, you wouldn't really see that. But it's something I consider. Look at all those bones. Oh, jeez, you shouldn't be able to see me. What's going on? What is going on? I bet it's the NHO with their silly little Blaze CCTVs coming in here, wrecking up the farm, having Blazes shoot at me and stuff. We have a subscription here from Peter 12312. Jeez, I butchered your name. I'm sorry, saying hi X. Now I managed to subscribe, dude. I'm so happy. I love you and your job so much. Keep going with that. Thank you very much for the encouragement, man. I will continue to keep going. Face Paint X says, Scott, that's a really interesting idea. I don't think I would put face paint on. I don't have great skin, so putting stuff like inks on my skin is a bad idea for me. So I don't think I can get away with the face paint. Right, so, oh my goodness me. The noises are rolling in. I'm doing a bad job of keeping up. Let's walk back and forth a couple of times while I read these ones. So, Cloud Gazer is here with a donation saying, you should bring Evil X to the beheading. It'll be fun for us patrons. Give the mods a head up and they'll get in touch with Autumn and see if Evil X is on the whitelist and in the command blocks, and maybe that will happen. Actually, no. I can't do that because I had another idea for Evil X. So, nice idea, but there's something else in the works. Glad I remembered that. I didn't want to make a promise that I didn't want to keep, if that makes sense, because I've got another idea. Anyway, it will make sense in the future. One day in the future you go, everything makes sense now. Get a paint it yourself mask, says Liam. Well, the problem is I need to find a mask that I can look at the guitar easy enough with, you know? You could put on a hat and a bandana on, says Josh Cummins, and some glasses. Yeah, I guess I guess I could do something a bit makeshift. Well, the mask that I brought was really great. It was a scream mask, so it kind of had like just a comical, yet kind of like, yeah, comical sort of vibe about it, which I thought was funny. Okay, so I Love Cats is here with another donation saying, I'm suffering here. Why do people want to kill cats? I'm going to go cry in the corner. And by the way, what Scar said, I'm with him. I can't kill cats, but I really want the heads. Okay, come back to my corner. Just hire someone else to do the killing for you and put it out of your mind. You know? Like, if you're not killing the cats, who cares if you paid someone else to do it? No, I'm joking, of course. There's a joke in there. It's a terrible joke. It was a joke about morality, but I don't know what the point of it was. Right, get wrecked, you. Did the fire destroy... I bet you the fire destroyed that skull, didn't it? That one dropped a skull, the fire destroyed it. I'm telling you now. That's what happened. You all saw it here. Make a cardboard Asuma head, says I dunk biscuits. Again, like if it probably reduced my visibility of the guitar is the problem. Ductoman16 has subscribed using Amazon Prime, saying, "Hey X, long time watcher, first time subscriber. Keep up the awesome videos." Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. We also have Blast here with a donation saying, "Would you rather spend the rest of your life in a cave with a cable device or in a desert with a satellite signal?" Wait, is this like a location and internet quality question? Because it kind of sounds like it is, with cable service or in a desert with satellite signal. I'd probably take the cave with cable. I mean, cave's probably a little bit more sheltered and manageable. I mean, what's the situation with food and stuff? I imagine it'd be pretty barren in the desert where you got no shade, you're in the heat all day, and with only a satellite signal for the internet. I mean, if I were in a desert, I probably wouldn't care much for the internet. I'd be like, can I eat this internet connection? No, therefore it's useless to me. Appreciate the donation, man. Thanks for the question. Also, Anita is here with another donation saying, "Assume a mask, put it on your head." Yes, we had a suggestion for that. Again, I feel like those kind of masks would like block off the visibility of the guitar, which is the problem. It is a problem. Appreciate the support though. Thank you everyone as always. Horrible shortage of tea here, says DeFrug. Well, I got a tea right here, and that is a tea reminder to me. That is a tea reminder indeed. Your everyday J Twitch says he subscribed using Amazon Prime. What? Haha, dirt moment. No, you can subscribe using Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use it to subscribe here on Twitch. FX says, "What do you think of Eminem?" I've seen a few other people asking about Eminem as well. I grew up in what is known as the Eminem generation. That's what I call it. Literally, when I was in school, everyone was listening to Eminem. You know, like, and I love Eminem. Like, one of the best rappers ever, no doubt. Whenever I think of my top 5 like rappers list, though, for some reason I never put Eminem in it, and I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I really should. Like, I should make a top 6 rappers list so Eminem can go into it. Because he's unbelievably talented. I mean, he was unbelievably talented when he started out. And, like, I'm not as big a fan of his newer style, but you got to appreciate it. It's incredible. And he's, yeah, just sort of evolved, really. Annie Can says, "Are you a fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?" That is a tongue twister like I've ever heard it, and I've not heard of that one before. Golden Mirror says, "So why exactly do you need a mask? Why can't you show your face? If you really didn't want to show your face, but you want to record yourself playing the guitar, just film yourself from the neck down." It's not that simple, because I move around when I play. Like, that's why I need a mask. There you go, simple answer. Held says, "X, the general rule is that good pedals cost a lot of money. A place you might want to start is the analog pedals versus digital pedals. Some effects are fine to use digital, but a lot of effects you'd really want are analog, although it's preference, of course." Personally, I think I would prefer analog, because I've heard a lot of digital signal using my Pod UX. It's good, but you can always kind of just tell. You can always just tell, you know, there's something about it. And to be honest, like, for the kind of effects I want to use, I don't feel like chucking 100 quid at a time on something. That just feels a bit mental. But I guess, you know, you got to pay for quality and all of that. So I just have to see where my guitaring takes me and when it makes sense to buy one. But definitely, you know, I've done a little bit of research now. I know what kind of power supply unit to get for it. I guess I'll have to pick my my ones. Leaf Smasher says, "What mask does Slipknot wear? You'd think they'd be good for playing guitar." That's a good point. I might be able to pick up like an imitation Slipknot one. I mean, I don't know what it's like. Like, when I was practicing with the mask on, there were bits that I could play, but it felt kind of like I know where my hands need to go, right? But every now and then when you have to like maybe jump all the way down the neck, or something's a little bit fast, like you want to put your eyes on it, and that gives you a real kind of anchor. But when you can't put your eyes on it, you can sort of feel it, like there's like this other sense of where your hands are going to move to. But, you know, a lot of parts of those songs will throw you off. So maybe if you learned without looking at the guitar how to play it, I imagine that would probably not be too difficult. So while we're over here, we will read some more messages. We need to repair some stuff and also some things. I don't know why I decided to put H's in there, but I did, and it didn't sound very good, did it? Right, we want to clear out these chests to check for Enderman heads. X is yet to get an Enderman head. Can you believe it? You know I've been trying. I've been trying my... No! Wasn't quick enough. Well, that'll teach me a lesson, I say. Okay, let's chuck all these things out. What about a ski mask, says engineer. I've got a ski mask. I sort of don't really want to, like, I want like a mask that kind of just looks like something. I don't like the idea of just tacking a load of stuff around my face. I'll have to investigate a little bit more and play about. I appreciate all the suggestions, everyone. Pure Impact 27 has subscribed. Thank you for your subscription. Branta Force has resubscribed for 13 months in a row, saying, "End rods, isn't it blaze rods? Blaze rods." Oh, we haven't done that one in a while. Thanks for that, man. That reminds me fondly of that terrible game that we played. Yes, that terrible game. I know. Hi. What we need to do now. Oh yeah, that one's not going to be repairable because I never swapped it over. Let's take these things off. Get wrecked! Hey X, you should just blow your face in post-production. Duh! This is real Frost firework. Well, I don't want to have a lot of post-production to do. Like, that would probably take some time. Also, we said this earlier. It looked really weird, I think. Just use duct tape. Okay, the jokes are getting crazier and crazier. Licklack says a Doom Guy mask. I mean, if there's one I can get that I can look out of easy and look at the guitar, that would be a cool choice, wouldn't it? Anita is here with a donation saying paper bag with big eye holes. I mean, that would work. That would work, I guess. Oh, funny stuff. What's going on? There's chat. There's chat in... Oh, Jesus, they're talking in chat. Can you believe it? They're saying hello to Tango. Tango then was sleeping. Then he said, "Afternoon, sir." And then Scar said, "Hey, Tango. Tango, do you have any particular gunpowder for sale? Which farms are running pretty normally still? Going to work on it today, hopefully." Okay. Right, we're all caught up on that crazy chat epidemic right there. Let's slash and slay. Oh, yep, give me all the balls. Thank you very much. Right, MC Chi-Bill is here with a subscription saying... Well, I subbed near the start of the stream, but just now I saw how to share. You're an inspiration to me, especially myth-busting. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. I'm glad that I can inspire. Also, you have to share a subscription? That sounds like... I don't know. I don't do subscriptions. I hardly watch Twitch. So I don't know. JGlass071 is here, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying almost half a year. Yes, one more month and we'll be there. Thank you, my friend. Pure Impact says, X, the Lego fan of you and Mumbo was awesome and really funny. Yeah, I love those Lego ones that were sent to me. They were seriously cool. Very creative, you know, thinking outside the box a little bit. It doesn't have to be drawn. You know, let's do it with Legos. Nick says, "Wrap your hand in bandages. You'll look like a mummy, and you can see perfect. Problem solved." Ah, yeah. For some reason, I thought wrap the bandages over your hands. Ghost BC uses masks, says Dive Knight. Yeah, they do, don't they? Maybe I need to research playing guitar with a mask and maybe find some sort of advice from someone who's like, "I played with masks and it was difficult, but then I found you can do this," and I'll be like, "Aha, solution to problem. Let's investigate." Just have a curtain in front of the camera. Again, doesn't work because I move around when I play guitar. Like, that's why I wanted to record not just the fretboards, which I can do already, but just record me playing because I like to move about. I like to groove with the music, you know what I mean? I like to let the music flow through me. Dutch Blades says Buckethead. Yep, that's another one. Okay, everything in chat is just a mask suggestion now. J Glass. Oh no, we read that one out a second ago. Just Bad 311 has subscribed using Amazon Prime, saying, "I wish you would do more pranks." I wish I would too, but I'm not much of a prankster. I need to think about that. I am the man, says Viva la neutrality. Viva la neutrality indeed. Asuma, I have a joke on what to do. Mumbo and Asuma do for exercise. They run around the block. Ocean Monument episode. Yeah, that's a great one, Edry. What do we do for exercise? We run around the block. The slime block under the water. Because of those pesky guardians trying to shoot and kill us. What a bunch of meanies, I say. What a bunch of meanies. Oh dear. Yo Trolls says, X, just wear a cat. That sounds mental. That sounds a bit mentalish. R5 Family Craft has subscribed, saying, "Extra content and builds are what gave me the encouragement to stream/play with my family. Thank you for being an inspiration and whatever you knew it or not, a mentor." Dude, that's awesome to hear. I think that's a great thing to do, to stream and play with your family. I've actually watched a few other people do family streams before, and I think it's really cool. It's yeah, it's kind of awesome to see like a, I was going to say a group of people, but you know, family is the word to use because it's a bit more than that. It's really nice to see. So wish you all the best for that, by the way. Thank you for subscribing. And Athelian is here with a donation saying, paint your face in green and use it like a green screen. Bam! Invisible face. That's kind of genius. I've got to say, that's kind of clever and genius. But here's the thing, okay? When you use a green screen, you need a very strong colour, and it needs to be very bright and well lit. And my room is not very well lit. It's kind of, not dim, but not that kind of level. There's a lot of logistics. There's a lot of logistics when it comes to this stuff, filming, and many considerations to be made, you know. It's not all as easy as point and click. Right. All of y'all get slayed now. There we go, get wrecked. I haven't checked to see if we've got an Enderman head yet. We might have got lucky by now. We might have gotten lucky. Get an Enderman to take your heads like it does grass, stupid Enderman, says Jaggy Poo. Our Enderman can't pick up. They can't pick up anything. They're special Endermen. They're not allowed to grief on this server. Boy, do I hate Enderman picking up grass and dirt and plopping it back down and griefing. Honestly, that is one of the things that drives me mad in this game. Like, I know some people will defend the Enderman. I appreciate that you want to keep the game the way it was, but I hate it. It is so awful. I remember Season 2 of Hermitcraft, right? We had our second area. We went out and made a second area in the second half of that season. See, that season in my mind is definitely split into two halves. The beginning half and then the half where I took over and like organised a new sort of community area to build in. When we went over there, though, I think we were only in that part for like half a year. By the end of it, all of the they weren't amplified, but all of the hills, the big extreme hills, they were just wrecked. They just had holes and blocks all over the place, and it looked disgusting. And it was all because of the Enderman. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about cleaning it up, it would have taken you hours. Dude, this one don't have mending on. Jeez, and there it is in chat. I thought, well, that took me a while. Bet chat got it first. Yep, forgot about that. We're done. We're done, and I'm a silly goose, okay? Time to stop being a silly goose. Let's put the shovel in there. It doesn't have mending. Put our shield back in our shield slot. And we're just going to chuck these things in here and go do some more digging, I reckon. Oh, the derp faces are in chat. That's our first major derp of the... Yes! Yes! Okay, the derp moment is triumphed by... Drum roll, please. Let's put that... Oh! No! Ah! Oh! For goodness sake! What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that is too easy to do. That is too easy. What? Are you kidding me? So, if I don't click right there and I click... Wait, I didn't... Oh. Gah. Oh. Oh, goodness me! How did I do that? How on earth? Oh, that's a double. Right, we better get away. We got to get out of this place before I fall into the void. That's two. There's going to be a third derp coming up, peeps. I feel it. I'm starting to shake. There's a third derpage on the... Are you kidding me? I finally get one and I throw it in the void. Oh. Oh, that's not even funny. That's not even funny. Jeez. Oh, goodness me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is just too much for me. Oh, that is too much. Bed missing? No. Oh, third derp! They come in threes, people. They come in threes. I didn't want to show my base. Oh. Because there's stuff here that's for the... Goodness me. Goodness me. I'm glad my sound's off, otherwise you hear funny. Well, there it is. It comes in threes, people. Right, let's go back to being a complete and utter Minecraft professional. Now that we've had our 3 derps in a row. Jeez. I'm supposed to have a derp counter set up by now. Yellow Harold, if you're watching, we'll have to talk later and get that sorted. Gonna have a derp counter in the stream from now on. Thanks to Mr. Harold. Jay's on Fire says there is a full spandex suit that has a bright, strong colour, one like this, and has sent me a link. I think I know what those things are that you could use for a green screen. You'd still need very bright lighting to use a green screen like that. But Jay's on Fire, thank you for the resubscribe. I'll check that out after the stream. Appreciate your support. Also, another JT has subscribed, saying enjoying all the Hermitcraft content this season. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I appreciate your support, man. Thank you for subscribing. There's a scar. There's a scar. Ooh! Hey, no, that's yours, buddy. That's yours. I forgot they were in, but I will get one of those myself later on this season. I want to get everything myself. I appreciate that ever so much, Scar. I appreciate the gesture, but it's yours. I'm going to get every single skull. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't leave it on the floor. I'm not coming back for it, Scar. I'm not coming back for it, man. It's yours. I have to get all of them myself. There we go. There we go. It's good. I really appreciate that, though. Very kind of you. But I want it to be a thing that I get all of them myself. The only thing I think I'll take an exception on is the zombie, the creeper, and the skeleton. Those ones are kind of insane to get. But very kind of you, my man. But I want to get them all myself. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. I've been going there for ages trying to get one of those, and I threw it in the void. Ah, well. Well. The derp don't stop, I tell you. The derp don't stop, does it? Right. Goodness me. I've got to calm down now. So, Skullmaster45 is here, resubscribing for 7 months in a row, saying thanks for being awesome. Thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate that ever so much. Thank you for the kind message as well. And let's see. Cholaway is here for donation, saying, hi X, thanks for being a great content creator. An idea for you, your spider farm. Could you use the string to trade with villagers? I think there is one that has a trade. That is a cool idea. But the thing with villagers is, now I'll go look at it, because every now and then you get sucked into this idea of, oh, everything's been figured out, you know. But with the villagers, the best one to trade with is the one that does pumpkin, sugarcane, and melons, because all of the things that it will trade with you are automatically farmable, so it makes it very easy to trade with it, because if ever its trades get locked, then you have lots of options. Now, one of them will probably do string, and that one might have some useful trades, which would make it actually pretty useful to have loads of string to farm. So that's a cool suggestion. I appreciate that. Thank you. In-game chat, says Marine Tuck. In-game chats. Is a Jeb sheep head possible? And hey Ren, sup killer bees. Hello Ren. Don't think. But you can get colourful ones, that's for sure. We've been getting them ourselves. I love its amount of levels, says Imrif. 69! Oh, someone's giggling. I bet ya. Oh, there we go. There's a hole below me. I better tell B-dubs, though. You can get coloured ones. Engineer57 says, I bet if X ever gets a pentaderp, the 5th derp will be a face cam magically turning up on the screen. Even though I don't even have a camera to turn, like, plugged into the computer to turn on. It just somehow, oh, what a derp. I've done it again. That wouldn't be a derp, though, would it? That would just be magic. That'd just be the power of magic, you know. Right, silk touching all of that. It's all gravel. Is my inventory full? No, I've just done a terrible job of collecting the things that I'm digging. Loving this song, says Josh Cummins. It's a good song, isn't it? I like this one. I like all the ones. MC Shadow Drag has subscribed using Amazon Prime, saying thanks for being awesome. Assuming you're one of my favourite hermits, keep being awesome. Thank you for the lovely message, buddy. Appreciate that ever so much. Hey X, how's the Deftones? Says Jimmer HHD. It was awesome. It was a really great show. It was a nice set. There's one thing, like a criticism. Not a criticism, but just a thought perhaps. like the energy in the crowd was really starting to buzz, and then they went into Swerve City. Actually, I can't ever remember if it's Swerve City or Sewer City, but it got everyone jumping, and it's such a banging tune. I played it the other day for the pre-stream song. And then after they did that, they changed the direction of the set. They went into like the calmer songs, and they strung about 4 or 5 of them together, which is all right. It makes sense to change up the pace. But in that moment where they had everyone like in at their control, like everyone was on board with them, and they were playing Sewer City. That to me was the perfect opportunity to go into a song like Head Up or Bloody Cape, and just somehow take it to the next level, right? And it would have just been nuts, and then calm it down after that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how I felt. I really felt like they had something in that moment, and then it just it disappeared as soon as they went straight into calmer stuff. They also played Passenger, which was really great to hear. Really like that song. Oh, I think my inventory be full. Yep, my inventory be full. So we've got Durites to deliver. And you're rude! Get out of here! Jeez! This guy will now drop ahead. But not today. Not today. The free hermits are in the stream, says Kiko Macho. Yes, I believe Scar is watching, possibly Wells, who's no longer on the server. I don't know who else is watching. Oh, XB was watching earlier as well. By the way, we're over 2,500 people. Thank you everyone for tuning in, man. I appreciate that ever so much. I don't know why you're watching, though. I don't know why you're watching, to be honest, because I have been a complete fool. And oh, we had an epic triple derp. It was epic. It was actually epic. I tell you what, I don't want these ender pearls. They're taking up inventory space. They're disposable. They're disposable, peeps. Don't get alarmed. Don't get alarmed. Right. So we've got one for Diorite, one for stone, and then one for other bits and bobs. Bits and bobs, please get in there. Thank you very much for complying. Okay. Yep. Yep. There we go. Very good. Nice and organised. Well done. Whiplash says, "Come for the XVX derp. Stay for the derp." Brilliant. Wait, no. Come for the derp, stay for the double derp. I see how it reads. Yeah. When you use a Twitch emote, if you put a character directly after what you've just typed, it doesn't count. It sees it differently. Susuma, do you remember to get the milestone blocks? What are the milestone blocks? Oh, right. Like when you get to the 100,000. Ooh, that would be a good one to put in our little item frame museum of things that happen on the season. Like when we hit 100,000 blocks at the dig. That's a great idea. We're up to 55,000. I believe I wanted to catch Jev in this stream, who has 63,000. And at this rate, I think we're going to be able to do it, you know. That's our goal, and we've got to do it. I would love to see a snow golem derpy head, says Quite Devious. You can actually get that with these mob head loot tables, which I reckon they're probably going to be released in about a week now. I've kind of like done the last of the things that need doing. I've also decided that I'm taking Mondays off now, so I'm doing 6 videos a week. I think what I might do is skip a full craft this week. Give myself some time to fix some things on there, because my pacing on full craft has not been too great with all the problems I've had in my base. This is a common problem with modded. In vanilla, I just know the game so well, everything just kind of flows, like one episode to the next. Like the one that I recorded today felt really good. Yet on modded, you just get stifled by problems. It's like, oh, I'm going to go do this thing and that, and then you find, oh, hang on a second, this mod, like, you know, doesn't behave the way I thought it might, or it's not working with that thing, and oh, look, my power source has randomly stopped working, and oh no, my inventory is full, and like, you constantly get bogged down by all these little things. Now, when I watch someone like Iskal play modded, and I watch his episodes, it really does show that he knows modded very well. Because he knows the mod so well, it kind of plays a little bit like a vanilla LP, you know? You're just watching someone play Minecraft. Whereas when you watch me, there's like probably a lot of talk about technical jazz going on. That's kind of nutty. Loads and loads of people are saying eat in chat, and I have actually eaten without seeing that. JG says ender pearls are a funny thing. Early game, they are really valuable to find in the stronghold to complete the portal, and then once you get to the end, they are the most disposable item in the game. I mean, X collects every piece of cobble, but throws you the pearls just like that. That's true. That's an interesting observation. I think the hoarding of blocks is because you always use them, but then you always use ender pearls quite frequently. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I guess you kind of know you're going back to the Ender Pearl farm, right? I'm now wondering, do I throw away... What other items do I throw away that mobs drop? Like bones? Not really. Rotted flesh I'll throw away. What is the rarest mob head, says Aud? The Enderman one, and we threw it away earlier. Although it's sort of not rare because of the nature of the farm, which is why the drop rate is so low. So, I think it might just be whatever mob is the hardest to farm. If I haven't made the... If I haven't made the thing, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. Also, I read a message that distracted me. Randy Nicole said, I agree, X. It's like Hypno and modded. He's amazing at modded. Yeah, you know, Hypno knows every mod so well. When he starts a pack, like, it's just like, he just breezes straight into it and does everything you can do in the pack, which is crazy. But I can't play like that with modded. Can't play with that at all. Which is why I really like Fullcraft, because we have this city project. Without that city and maybe, I feel like my own personal project would suffer a little bit. It needs more time and care, you know. It needs a bit more thought. And I've been really enjoying it. I've been inspired to build and all that good stuff. But it really helps because I can bounce back and forth between the other project. And the other one is a lot more straightforward. And that's very enjoyable. Why is he collecting diorite, says Shadowclaw. It's for a build that I want to do later in this season. I'm going to need a ton of diorite for it, so I've been collecting. How long you normalise AFK fish farm? I have perfect fish rod, and after 10 hours I don't have any mending books. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. That sounds very unfortunate. Just keep going. You'll get them eventually. I'd say I could expect 1 or 2 after 10 hours myself. Just have to keep going, man. It's a game of luck, really. Oh, hello, Beacon Beam. We see you shining in my face. What do you think about the election in France, says Louis NZ. I don't even know when it was. I was trying to figure it out earlier. It was on Twitter because people were tweeting about France. I was trying to find out what was happening, but all the tweets were in French, and then I sort of gave up. I should have just gone to like BBC News or something, but I didn't. So I don't even know what's happening over there. However, I do know that this fella shouldn't be in this area. You're not allowed here. Get out. No undeads. No undeads. Nothing against the undead, but they're not allowed in here. Right, you come back in this direction. Oh, jeez, you dodged me arrow. You're a filthy slime. You're a slimy slime. You're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked, and you're going to get wrecked. Assumer, I think I found the problem with your power on Fullcraft. I think the first power is converted with 4 slime balls and 1 milk bucket. I think your power... is breaking when the machine has only 3 or under 1 colour of the other buckets and they don't stack together. Yeah, that's precisely why we have the one system that doesn't use all 3 together. Trust me, that's not the problem though. Like, I don't know what it is. The farm is self-sustainable for hours if I'm online, but as soon as I log off, something goes wrong. And I think what it is refined storage locks up a lot when I'm in the area, and I think maybe when I'm offline it does the same thing, and then like it breaks. What's this? Very fine work, Tango and Ren. Don't know what they... Oh, maybe there's been a prank because Tango's playing all... Who? Me? What? Like, maybe something went down. Twisted Monkey says, Yo X, what's happening? Just got here watching while I write my lab reports for my chemistry degree. Wow, that sounds crazy advanced right there. 56,000 blocks, that's what's happening. We're trying to get to 63. We want to overtake Ijevin. That's kind of my goal, is just to overtake the next Hermit. But wherever the dig ends, I must have 100,000, I think. That's going to be my minimum contribution, you know. I would dedicate 1 type of slime to 1 set of furnaces, says Rome. That's a good idea, really. I'll definitely think on that one and investigate it a little bit. You could be right. It doesn't seem like it's that to me, though. And this is one of the things with being a video creator and having lots of people suggest things to you, is sometimes you can kind of tell that, you know, that like there's more to it than you explain. Right, and so what you don't see is me flying around figuring out what's gone wrong or something like that. And when I do that stuff, like every time when it's the power, it's like this literally is only happening because I'm offline. Like that is the extent of my investigation. It really just feels like you go offline and that is the only reason it's breaking. So something is linked to me going offline and I don't know what it is. Like if someone were to say, oh, it's because this block behaves differently when you're offline, then it would all make sense, right? So I think the solution is a little bit abstract is what I'm getting at. Or at least the problem is. Assuming you should make a cardboard version of your Minecraft skin and wear it in the guitar video. I had loads of suggestions to do that today. I'm just going to keep like researching and looking about and trying to find some cool ideas or whatever. Redstone says, could you make a non-refined storage based system for the power, as in the items go through the refined storage? That does seem like a good idea, because it seems to be something with refined storage locking up. It locks up a lot, and I reckon it locks up when I go offline. So that's probably a really good idea, actually. Something we should look into. Right, I think that gold that we just walked over is the gold. Yep, there we go. So now we can see where we well, we did that. And I made some weird noises. Is there a Wither Boss head in the mods? Oh, great idea, Ace. Ace, that is a great idea. There's an Ender Dragon one. No, but the Ender Dragon one's already in the game. I took that out because I didn't think that was the way to get that one, since it was already in the game. Yeah, what other things could potentially have them that I haven't thought of? I mean, the Elder Guardian is like a boss mob, and that's got it. The Ender Dragon is the other boss. Yeah, I'm not sure what else. Oh dear, you're full up. Here we go, gonna slap you in there. Gonna give you a slap. Oh. And bam, Noisemir. Shulker head, says GQ. Scar tried to give us a shulker head earlier, but I wouldn't accept it because I want to get them all myself. But shulker head is one of the ones that we've done. That's in the pack. What if we're calling it a pack? Oh, little fella. Jeez. Oh. Get wrecked. No, you set me on. Oh. Let's just have a hug. Let's burn to death together. Jeez, get out of here. You silly sausage. Right. So, where are we up to? Serani, is it? I don't know. Serani Jones has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Saying, hey X, thanks for the perfect distraction from my university exams. Been watching since Hermitcraft 3 and I love your videos. Thank you for this subscription. I appreciate it ever so much. And I'm glad you're still enjoying the Hermitcraft. It's been a few years, hasn't it? Obviously, you just told us. Since season 3. I asked the other day in my video, actually, who's been watching since season 3, and loads of people are still watching, which is really nice to see. Right. Boobity boop. Let's get rid of all of that. And you. We'll come back for you later. We want the dough, alright? And then I'll mine a little bit of this out. My mining's been all over the place. It's not very efficient. I don't know why I chalk out these inefficient little areas to dig. It's just kind of the way I roll, you know? And we've done all of our digging on one side as well. I think the digging has slowed down a little bit lately, where everyone like rushed in to help in the beginning. Now it's not so prevalent, I guess. Neronoid says, any tips on getting a YouTube channel going? I mean, at 0 subs it is kinda. You gotta try and hit up a search term or a relevant topic with tags and your title. You know, whatever it is you're doing, think about, oh, what might people search for if they're interested in the kind of thing I'm doing, and try and hit a search term. Yeah. Anita says, Asuma, now you started a riot on your Patron server. What? That does not sound good. I'm going to have to come and investigate that. King Mumbles is here with a donation saying, is it possible to get a list of heads that drop? So I don't spend an hour killing endermites to find out they don't drop. I didn't see it in the Discord, thanks. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Endermites. Yep, I need to put endermites on the list. I'll need to sort that out later today. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There was a list, and I told Leah not to share it. Some people saw the list. My thinking was it'd be fun to discover it yourself, but killing endermites for an hour is not fun, is it? So maybe we need to rethink that idea a little bit. So yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll get the. I've never experienced that before. My character was just moving completely different from what the keys I was pressing on my keyboard were. That was some weird lag. Huh. Crazy Coconut Man says parrot. Oh, yes, we need to prepare for the parrot, don't we? Great suggestion. That won't be on the release one. That will come in the future, I guess. I think what would be wise to do is to make a little loot table section on my website as well. Oh, the plans are rolling in now. We're going to update the website with some loot tables. That sounds like a terrific idea. Then we could let people kind of pick and choose what they want to add, which is a good idea. Oh, that might be for vanilla tweaks. Like loot table tweaks. Oh, that sounds great. That does. I'll have to speak to the vanilla tweaks people and see what they think about that. I'm signing myself up for more projects again. I do this all the time, and then I'm going to have to manage more stuff and just find myself starved of time, as always. We got a donation here, Noise in the Ear from Spangleboo, saying this is another reminder that you need to come and give us your head. Not that you are a derp, but we are all waiting for you. Okay, I'm being waited for. Jeez. I'll tell you what, I might log on there at the end of the stream so y'all can butcher me in front of everyone. Let's clear out this little area that we started earlier. Mining like this, looking up, like that's a really efficient way of getting lots of blocks right there. What are we up to? 58,000. My goodness me, we've still got a way to go. Polar Bear Head says Copperhead. You guys have got all the suggestions, horses and mules and llamas. I think those things aren't in. I'm going to spend some time on the wiki and look through and list everything that isn't in there and get them all added. Skeleton horse heads. Jeez, laser eye. What a great suggestion. Yep, clearly I need to spend a bit more time figuring out what heads should be in this thing, because there are tons of great suggestions right there. Tons of them. Joel Kip says, X, you missed my donation. It's entirely possible because there's been so many noises in my ear. My buddy, I will scroll back and just have a quick look for Joel Kip. Joel Kip is here with a donation saying, I really thought for a second you dropped the head on purpose as it is the biggest troll moment yet. I can understand, I can definitely understand if you thought that was on purpose, but the reality is I'm just a big idiot. I mean, I didn't click. What was weird though is that I thought I clicked above it, like there, but actually I must have clicked outside the area. I'm going to have to watch that one back later. That was just a moment of stupidity. Maybe I can blame my mouse. Maybe my mouse got a little bit jerky for a second. Yeah, let's blame the mouse. Appreciate that though. Thank you, my friend. Just checking to see Enoch's Legacy. If I missed your subscribe message, I'm sorry, but thank you for your subscription. And I believe I caught up with all the other messages. Weirder Modder says, X, you inspired by Minecraft name. I really like names that start with X, so my name is now Xenox, and before it was Derpycraft. Xenox is cool. That sounds like that printer company. Yeah, I like names that start with X as well. There. Well, obviously. Duh. That didn't need saying. Jeez. What are you talking about? I really, really don't like names that begin with X and end in A. You know, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. I'm a guy that doesn't like names like that, you know. Just sounds so silly, doesn't it? Hello, Cobblestone. What are you doing? You're just being Cobblestone. Maybe there was lava there once. Maybe that was so. Look out for your pick. Thank you for the heads up. Adriana? Cafe Adriana. I think I managed to read your name. Wow. Usually I just butcher them, you know. Alright. Get out of here, dirt. Get out of my way. The dirt contributes as well. Is another thing. I'm going to take the gold. All the gold we get I actually want to keep because I don't have a gold farm and I don't feel like building one anytime soon. Mark0G says, watching Asuma's videos, I learned to embrace the derpiness. Embrace the derp within yourself, people. Embrace the derp. Okay, we're good to mine out a lot of blocks there. What are we up to? 58, approaching 59. Asuma loot table tutorial soon, says Fazano. I think what I'm going to do is release it in its current state and then maybe do an update later on, because it sounds like we've got a ton of ideas for ones that I've overlooked, and that just means a ton more time. And I know people keep asking me when it's coming out, and it's probably been a bit too long really, hasn't it? So we need to get on that. Carl says, I thought you were Asian, hence the Asuma part. I mean, I'm English, or British. I'd definitely be British, I guess. Not Asian. But I guess it does look maybe like an Asian name. I can understand that. Lol, you forgot the gold, says Raid. I did, didn't I? Because it didn't go into my inventory. Thanks for the reminder. Let's get this bit cleared up. Now, this is where you get slowed down a bit when you start trying to take out all of those extra blocks that are there. What did you eat for dinner, says Alistair Lower. I tell you what, it's funny you say that because my stomach feels a bit odd at the moment. Not like it hurts. I don't know, what is with my stomach? It just feels a bit unsatisfied or something. For dinner, I had a fruit salad, a fruit smoothie, and a normal salad with lots of celery. And it had some rocket lettuce in it, and also some tomatoes and some hummus. That was my salad. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. Harrison Bridgette says, hey X, when does Hermitcraft Season 10 started? Excited for Minecraft 2.4.78. The old Season 10. When is Season 10 starting? Jeez. These jokes will never get old, will they? So we have a new subscribe here from Jinx Honey 1113 saying, Asuma, just wanted to say that you really make my day. Oh, did something just push me? No, it didn't. My daughter and I have been going through some very tough things lately, and being able to listen to you and smile means a lot to both of us, and helps us feel like the world isn't all bad. The world isn't all bad, people. And if I can do that for you, I'm very humbled. Thank you for your support and the kind message. I hope you enjoy the stream, and yeah, appreciate that ever so much. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. And sorry to hear that you're going through tough times as well, of course. I hope that works out for you. Adlid says, what other games do you play? X, by the way, it's pronounced ADL DO701. Okay. I don't really play other games at all. If I do play another game, you'll probably know about it, you know? It'll probably be in a video, but you've probably seen that I don't really do games on other videos, you know? It's not my thing. Alright, 59. Pure Impact says, I'm guessing you're vegetarian, Asuma. Do you know what? I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy. And, I do actually eat cheese on occasion, like as a treat. Like, if at dairy, here's the thing. Like, I'm not terribly strict. It's just a choice I make, and you know, if I don't have a choice, or every now and then I might treat myself to a curry or something. Curry has cheese in. You know, I'm not going to make the biggest fuss over it. But otherwise, I really like eating my salads and like my just regular food. I don't know, really. It's like, it's weird because when you stop eating meat and stuff like that, you kind of realise that there's absolutely tons of different meals that you can make, and a lot of meals are actually kind of like meat plus this other thing, like meat plus a sauce or meat and chips. So the amount of meals that I've eaten has probably kind of expanded since I've changed my diet like that. X has a Steam account where you can look at which games he has played, says SJHD. Yep, I didn't know that anyone could just go look at it and see, but yep, you can see the other games that I played. That's very true. But not really playing. I haven't logged into Steam in a long time now that I think about it. Probably months. Don't even know what I was playing. Probably City Skylines was the last thing I was playing over there. I really like that game. There's a game I would like to play again, but I very much doubt it at this point. Let's go put this pick away now. Very odd. Leaf blocks were trapping light. That is odd. They shouldn't do that at all. It's definitely an odd thing. Broke them and replaced them and the light went to 0. GG. Ah, light glitches in the snapshot. Well, that explains it. Actually, let's go with Silk Touch still. Right, back in there. Meat and chips sounds weird when you're from the US. I guess it would be meat and fries over there, or steak and fries. The trains and bridges X, says Extremes. I'm not sure to what you're referring at all, really. Do you work on top of YouTube, says Stupid... Stupid? Yeah, Stupid Dippy. I love that name, Stupid Dippy. No, I don't. Like, YouTube and streaming is my job. I love it. I work at it very hard every day. And what was it I was talking about the other day about? Oh yeah, the other day I almost didn't feel like streaming. And I was thinking about it a lot after, like, about being disciplined. Discipline is definitely me. I think discipline is the best thing that's happened to me. From going from, you know, just sort of, you know, doing this when I feel like it, doing that when I feel like it, to being like, hey, you know, like, exercise makes me feel good. And if I do exercise every day, then I'll feel good every day, right? Like, and so I'm like, okay, well then I'm gonna exercise every day. I'm gonna look after my body, and then you reap in the rewards of that. And I always stick to that. And it's the same with diet. It's the same with playing games, well, or making videos on YouTube. It's like, if you really love this thing, like, and yes, there are days when you don't feel like today I didn't feel like going for a run. I went for one anyway. It was actually a really good run now that I think about it. I managed to continue with the improvement that I've made recently. Extended my route. But anyway, I know I'm waffling on and not talking to chat, but I want to talk about this. So like when it comes to YouTube, there are days when you don't really feel like recording. Oh, I know what prompted me to think about this now. I was watching an EFO video, okay? And there's no wrong or right to this. What I'm telling you is like right for me. EFO's a very relaxed, go with the flow kind of person. That's not me. I'm very much a plan and prepare kind of guy, right? And he was talking about how he just hadn't felt like recording Minecraft lately, and that's why he hadn't seen a video. And that's what got me thinking about it, because I was thinking, I'm so not like that. I'm so like, I love doing this so much, and I know there's going to be days where I don't really feel like it. But if I don't continue doing this, you risk the opportunity to, you know, do it for a living. And so that's why I turn up every day. That's why I always try and stream, even if I'm a bit under the weather, like, because I love doing this. And the way that this system works is you have to keep turning up. So I'm going to keep turning up. And it's the same with stuff like guitar. There are days where I practice and play guitar where I don't really feel like it. But I'm not about just going, oh, I don't feel like it today, I won't bother. I'm like, on the days that I do like feel like playing guitar, I want to rock out hard, and I want to be as good as someone who practiced for the last month solid, you know? Like, and that's the way you achieve the things you want to do. And you get good at the things you want to be good at. Right, 6,000. We need 2,500 more, I'm telling you. Inrimp says, I love EFO, but yeah, he is a very relaxed guy. But why the but? Like, it's not a but. Like, everyone's different. Everyone has a different way of doing things. Like, for someone like him, I imagine it doesn't work. Like, it sounds like it doesn't work. It sounds like that whole discipline thing just wouldn't work, you know? Like, he's just got... What is going on in chat, by the way? We'll come back to that. Air, RS, torch, dust, torch, stone, stone, stone. That's a repeater, isn't it? Is there a mining place for Podzol? Oh, thanks. I thought I was using cable, no dust. I don't think we have a designated place, Stress, but we all should have biomes except the mesa within 2,000 blocks of the community. Yeah, there's no designated place yet, but if you go to one, make it a designated one. X, you play the guitar? Me too, says Total Icus. Yes, I do. And yeah, so going back to the point about EFO, like, everyone's different. This is one of these things that gets me a lot. X is a thinker. I'm always, like, listening to what people are saying and trying to understand stuff that's going on in the world. One of the things that I'm a little bit crazy is how people get at each other a bit and seem to perhaps forget that we're all different. We need to tolerate each other a little bit more, because we all are different. We have different ways of thinking and feeling about things. And this is one of those. Like, just because I'm making a point about how I'm working, if you're like the opposite to me, if you're just like not into what I'm talking about, like, there's no wrong or right about it. This is just what works for me. Like, other things work for other people, you know. There's great artists out there that like don't do their art, their thing, whether it's playing or writing or painting, until they're in that moment where they know they make it. And then there's others that just never stop. They just write, or play, and the good stuff comes out in between, you know. And I think I'm more like that. I'm definitely like that. Anyway, sorry, right, I really went off on one, I apologise. It'd been on my mind, okay? It'd been on my mind. Liam says, just block up the lava for someone else to deal with it. In a way, that's kind of what I just did. I passed it on for someone else, didn't I? Where are we now? 60, approaching the next one, which is 61. We need to do lots of this kind of mining. This is the quick way to get about it. So I kind of just need to pick a spot and go with it. So we got... Oh, there's a big slime over there. We've got lava here in the way. Let's go over that side for a bit. We haven't done much over there. That's looking great, though. We've cleared out a lot today. Hey X, why don't you put knockback or fire respect on an iron ingot using an anvil? I'm not sure that you can put those enchantments on there. I'm not sure that you can. So let's mine this down a little. Diamonds! Hello! Someone went right over the top of them, you sucker. Let's take those. That's what I'm about. I'm about those cheap diamonds, peeps. Cheap diamonds. Okay, so we've probably gone quite far back. We'll go across like this. And then we'll go over here. Knock all of this out, and then we'll go back and forth on this little section. There'll be torches to throw down, and we'll make a nice little bit of progress here. Very good. X, what do you think of CrossFit, says Ellie. Well, I'm kind of aware of what it is. It's a very hyper-intensive form of training, isn't it? It's both weightlifting and cardio, I think. But I don't do that kind of training. I don't really know a lot about it. But I kind of think if that's something you want to do, go for it. Like, there's no... I mean, there's right or wrong ways to exercise, but when it comes to making a plan... JG says, X, have you thought about making your Last FM profile public? A ton of people would love to see what you're listening to, and I can't imagine that that really private info, considering you talk about it so often. I probably won't. I probably won't make it for various reasons. Yeah. Pure Impact says, haha, Diamond Hunter X. I'm the Diamond Hunter now, that's right. Getting all the diamonds. Have I been reading my noises in here? Simon B4 has resubscribed for 14 months in a row. Thank you for your resubscription, buddy. Appreciate that. Simon says, resubscribe hype. Resubscribe hype indeed. Stin says, hey nerds, with an Iskal. Iskal is the biggest nerd I've ever met. I'm just going to say that right now. He's the biggest Minecraft nerd I know. But maybe I might be a big Minecraft nerd as well. But Iskal's the biggest nerd I know. He's going to hate that. He's going to hate that so much. No one tell him. No one tell him, okay? Stop tweeting. Put down your Twitter account. Stop doing that, alright? Jeez, you people. I can't say anything without you tweeting. Right, let's keep mining. What are we up to? 61,000 now. We'll get there eventually, peeps. I do want the gold. Thank you very much. Didn't even pick it up. Not even sure if I picked up that other gold from earlier. Natural God says, hashtag NerdScowl. Hashtag NerdScowl. Let's get it trending, peeps. Get on your tweets. Now you can tweet, okay? A moment ago, I'm sending you mixed signals today, aren't I? You can tweet, you can't tweet. Jeez. Now I'm telling you to tweet. Right. Stony stones in the stone box. High. One left. Bam! Up you go. Right. We're going to get this 63k, peeps. I can feel it coming. 1,500 to go. Rarapuda says, that's it, I'm going to tweet that Asuma said not to tweet and then tweet. Don't tweet that. Yeah, no, I'm joking, you tweet it. Oh. Moose Major said, just misheard, thought you said someone asked your opinion on cross-stitch. Cross-stitch? No, CrossFit training. Cross-stitch. I'm not sure what that is, but it's some form of stitch, is my guess. Very educated guess. No, not really. Anyway. Zap all this stuff up. Standing Still says, what the heck is Scar doing to get all those blocks mined? I think he's doing voodoo magic. I don't think he's using picks. And I don't think he's using shovels. I think he's trying to summon the devil to help him, to be honest. That Scar. He's up to something crazy, I tell you. Hey X, Epicsode, question mark. Not this season. That's not part of the plan. I've got... If you look at the way my videos are going this season, I've got a little bit of a different approach. And I don't know how long it's going to stay that way. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like everything's going really well this season. And the kind of style is just a little bit tweaked, a little bit different from how I did it last season. And I kind of want to keep going with that. I don't think I want to do an Epicsode thing again. Am I full up already? No, there's just loads of blocks behind me. 62, 800 blocks to go. Can we get some 800 blocks hype in chat, peeps? By the way, there are 2,500 people still here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you all coming by. Feel free to hit the follow button, get notified of when I go live on Twitch. Our next stream may be on the Hermitcraft server. It may also be... It might be on full craft. Yeah, that was the one. Don't know why that took me a second. Yeah, it might be on full craft. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I'm not sure at all. But yeah. Anyway. Berry the Blinker says Scar's cheating. He ain't cheating. I don't think you can even cheat that scoreboard unless you're me and you know how to use the commands. But that's about it. 800 blocks hype. Peeps, can we get some 700 block hype in chat? It's actually down to 400. I'm joking. I'm joking with the block hype. But that is good to see. Oh, by the way, we've got to overtake Ijevin. It might not be 63,000. He might have 63,900. So we better get 64 and call it that. We're going to go for an even stack, you know. X, you missed a diamond block. Really? Really? I don't think so. I don't see no diamond blocks. But then again, we missed it. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe you meant the lapis. Right, so we got a subscribe for 3 months in a row from Realm Games, or sorry, Real MF Games, saying, "Oh my days, X, you're an inspiration, hilarious, derps and all. I've been watching your stuff for years. Keep up the amazing work, buddy." Thank you, appreciate it ever so much. It's crazy to think that people have been watching for years. That is very crazy. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. 86KRL says, he didn't say my name. Well, I've said it now. Do exactly 64k, says XD Productions. We'll try to get that. Let's have a look. Got a fair few more to go. Tacking on an extra 1,000 now, are we? Don't mind if I do. Inventory before again. This is very efficient, this way of doing things. Less than 10 stacks of blocks hype, says Rarapuda. All the different types of pipe. Spangleboo says, come to Patron. It gives me a sword waggle. I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. Okay, in go those things. These are the things I want to take back to my base now that I think about it. With exception, I don't really fancy taking that back. I do fancy taking the gold ore. Hi, I just put the gold ore back in. That makes no sense whatsoever. Diamonds I'll take back. Lapis I'll take back. Redstone I'll take back. So, those things can all go in that chest, freeing up some space in the other one, which is nice and satisfying. We cannot have filled up all of these already. Apparently we have. Apparently we have, peeps. Filled it all up. Where was that other one that wasn't actually filled up? That one there. We'll chuck the rest of those in. Right. Brant4 says, X, my favourite prank is where you were trying to anvil Mumbo, but you almost anviled yourself in Season 3. I can't remember when I laughed that hard it's last. I was actually watching the prank that I did on Zombie Cleo today. If you guys want to see some good pranks, the ones between me and Cleo in Season 2 were the best. I turned her base into an aquarium. I actually filled it top to bottom with water in a very clever and crazy way. And then at the end of the season, I gave her a button to press in her base, and when she pressed it, fish just come. I'm sort of spoiling the prank, but you know, it doesn't matter. Fish came out of the ground and bombarded her frame rates with absolute mammoth amounts of lag. It was hilarious. Grotvarken says, what are you doing? I just joined. We're digging a hole, man. A ginormous hole. That's what we're doing. This is actually the most ginormous digging project I think I've ever seen in Minecraft. Hey X, joke time. 2 men walk into a bar. The third guy ducks. What? Oh. That's great. That's great. I'm like, there was no third guy. And then I'm like, oh wait, now I get it. Now I get it. That's a good joke. I like it. I like it very much. Thank you for sharing. Did you see the prank Derp did on Iskal? I did. Oh, it was so funny. Iskal didn't show all the stuff we were saying in chat. For ages, everyone was like, oh man. I think I said like, oh, time to quit Minecraft. And everyone was really like playing up the whole newbie thing. It was so funny. Oh, it was really good. It was a good prank. Very good prank. Right, we got to be getting next to 64 now. 63.7. Yeah, 63.7. Right, torches are needed. I think we need to go now where we don't need to place torches. What we'll do is we'll go to the left like this and we'll hold down tab. Oh, that is a quick way. That is a quick way to get where you're going. Okay, 100 more blocks. 100 blocks hype. Let's go back this way now. Oh, 5. You ready for it, peeps? Yay! There we go. 64,000. Nice. Nice old even number there. Okay, let's go pick up these things. Well, I guess we lost that 64,000 then. Okay, never mind. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, we're going to have to throw some things away. Well. Thanks. Oh, get out of here! Right, we're doing the off. Oh, apparently Jevin has 64,500. Well, we'll soon find out about that. He does! He had 66! I got it entirely wrong. Well, let's hang on. Well, that's that, I guess. Get wrecked! End of stream. Slime skull for us? No, apparently not. Never mind. Peeps, if you've enjoyed today's stream, then... Oh, we got a donation in my ear thing. iLoveCat says, X, you keep saying the biggest mining project you ever seen in Minecraft. Did you see last season of your Patron server? That was way bigger, just saying. I need to think... Oh, I know what you're referring to. Yep, that is actually bigger, of course. The basement of the spawn area. But Peep, thank you for your donation, man. Peeps, that's going to be it from me this stream. I'd encourage you to stick around and be a part of the raid. There may be more Hermitcraft action. But as always, we like to support people in the community. So I appreciate you sticking around. We'll go to another channel. And I want to say a massive thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. And also all of you for hanging out in chat. And also all of you that didn't as well. Appreciate you all for coming by. I'm going to send you over to Hypno, who is playing some Age of Engineering. If you like modded Minecraft, then go check out Hypno. That is it from me this stream. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.